A man is in jail at this hour. Police say he confessed to killing his wife, then putting her body in the trunk of his car. This arrest comes days after police responded to a possible murder-suicide along Calvary Boulevard, which was in the Sandalwood area. Gerard Stewart, he was barricaded inside of his home for more than 3 hours, and people living in that area could not return to their homes for more than 6 hours. First Coast News' Alex Osiadacz, he joins us live from the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office with more on this.
Katie, good afternoon. And we were in that press conference as police were detailing what happened. They handed us this arrest report, and it details the case against Gerard Stewart, including naming his wife, the victim in this case. She was found stabbed and placed inside of a vehicle. Now, all of this unfolding over the course of hours during a SWAT standoff. You can actually see a picture now of Gerard Stewart, his mug shot actually, which was actually just released a few hours ago by police. He's charged with murder as well as tampering with evidence. It was on Friday when that SWAT call out happened in the Sandalwood area. They found Julie Ann's body in the trunk of Gerard's car. She has been identified by police. They say she was stabbed several times. We're told that the couple had been going through marital problems, even a divorce. The latest documents for that divorce filed just days before this incident. Now, Gerard took a large number of pills during that standoff, but was taken into custody. He was then Baker acted and transferred to a hospital. Then yesterday, transferred to jail. Here is part of that press conference from JSO. Take a listen.
Yesterday, after being released from the hospital, he was brought to the homicide office and interviewed by detectives, where he confessed to murdering his wife. He gave a full confession stating domestic issues.
Stewart has already retained a public defender for that tampering charge. He is expected to face a judge for the murder charge in the coming days. We're live at JSO. Alex Osiadacz, First Coast News.